To predict the future is to modify it. But can man really be the master of his own destiny? I used to think so. I remember the fateful night when everything seemed possible. During those long years I spent in my laboratory, I tried to penetrate life's great secrets. There is a familiar force in us which is difficult to define. A force that guides our mortal existence, and we call it time. The clock was ready. The minute hand, made from the purest crystal quartz, vibrated to the rhythm of creation. It required many long months without rest for me to design the plans of my machine. In its glass cage, the chronoider beat with restrained energy. It would provide the force which would propel me into the most fantastic of voyages. The chronoider was the motor of the machine that was about to turn my life upside down. Was the name Wells going to go down in history? That wasn't important to me. The past didn't interest me. The future seemed much more fascinating. I was getting ready to leave when a strange shell appeared in my laboratory. It bore the inscription, "The Nautilus guides the Voyager through time." Without really thinking about it, I decided to take it with me, and that sealed my fate. The machine has disappeared, and I'm stuck more than 800,000 years from my era. The Nautilus guides the Voyager through time. I'm afraid I do need a guide to explore this time and place. It's impossible to get through.
If you have something to trade, I'm your man.
Thank God he speaks my language. Hello. My name is Wells, and I come from England. I seem to be lost. Can you help me?
If you have a name, you are one of the chosen. You must know a lot more than I do. You can find your way alone.
I'm afraid that's impossible without my machine. I'm stuck here. Tell me, do you know what year it is?
What is a year?
Well, I'll be. That's a practical way to find where you are in time.
Oh, it's like an hourglass. If this is the kind of thing you want to know, you'd better go and see the priests of the Sand God.
Do you know the name of this city?
This is our glass city, you fool. Even the outcasts know that.
Young man, where are your parents? They might be able to help me.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Go and see the priests. They'll be able to answer your bizarre questions. You really do look like an outcast. You have a nautilus? That's a sacred object which only the chosen are allowed to wear. I can't give you anything in exchange for that. Keep your nautilus. I don't want it. If you have something to exchange, Adamid, I'm interested.
Excuse me, but I have a lot of work to do.
Can you guide me through this strange place, little animal? That's what I thought. The sand's not flowing. It's as if time has stopped. Hello. My name is Wells. I'm afraid I'm a bit lost. Can you help me?
If you're lost, go see the priests. They'll refresh your memory. You'd better get to work instead of taking it easy in the shade. Don't you have better things to do than keep on talking?
I have nothing to say to you. Stop bleating like a tripodon and get back to work. The sun isn't the only thing that gets me hot under the collar.
What have you done with that sacred object? Only the initiated can use it without risking the loss of their soul. Give it to the priests.
I'm not interested in you or your shell.
Hello. Lovely weather we're having, isn't it?
I'm sorry, but I have to keep on working.
I'm sorry to bother you again, but what do the inscriptions you're engraving in the stone stand for?
They're only decorative designs. Everyone knows that the priests are the only ones who can decipher symbols. You must be an outcast.
I'm afraid I'm lost for good.
I don't have much time. I have to finish my work on the Sand God's temple.
Where is this famous temple?
Beyond the Grand Arch. On the other side of the hourglass. I have no time to talk. Nautilus? Quick! Take it to the priests, or the Sand God will punish you. Only the Chosen can wear a Nautilus. You're going to be deharmonized by the Sand God and disappear forever.
I'm certainly not going to die for this shell.
Who said anything about dying? We're not animals. We are made of sand and ash.
Well, I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
There's nothing to understand. Stop harassing me. I have work to do.
magnificent plants you have there.
Well, I take good care of them. And I'm sure to have a crop of ripe sandalopes before the next hourglass.
Tell me, what is the purpose of that large hourglass on the square?
Why, it announces the arrival of a wave to the Sand People. It proclaims the Sand God's will.
A wave? Are we near the ocean?
You've been in the sun too long. The sea is beyond the edge of the earth. But the breath of Kronos knows no limits.
Kronos?
Yes, Kronos, the Sand God. You'd better go and see the priests.
This wave you told me about, how does one escape from it?
Miserable mirthweed, you must be crazy. You can't escape from the wave. Our memory belongs to Kronos.
Good Lord, this is all so strange to me.
Don't stand there like a sand squash stalk. You'll start to take root. Holy sandelope seeds! You'd better take that to the priests. If I were you, I'd take that to the priests before the cactus stabs you.
It's closed.
Child again. What's going on?
The breath of the Sand God has covered everything. I have to find my sandalopes. My sandalopes. Where are my sandalopes?
This hourglass is gigantic. It makes me feel like a Lilliputian. I don't understand what happened. Can you explain it to me?
Don't worry, Ephaid. The water of Kronos will restore the memories that the wave took from you.
What memories? I haven't forgotten anything. I may have become a child again, but my brain is still intact.
Sacred soul of ashes. You must have the gift. Go quickly to the Sand God's temple.
What do you mean, a gift? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's no accident that you resisted the breath of Kronos. The priests will tell you more.
The wave didn't transform you. How did you manage that?
I am a sacred god, and the breath of Kronos spares me so that I can fulfill my duties.
How does one become a sacred guard?
You are too curious, Ephaid. Go and see the priests instead of driving me crazy with your questions. Don't stay there, Ephaid. You have better things to do. Give this sacred object to the priests. You don't deserve to wear it.
Go find yourself some shadow and don't bother me. I don't feel like talking. Go and play further away, Ephaid.
Your memory has been restored. Go back to the task the Sand God entrusted you with. The wave took away your memory, Ephaid, but the water of Kronos can bring it back.
I haven't lost my memory, but I have lost a few years.
Your memory is intact. That's unusual. Go and see Kermesed. You'll find him in the temple of Kronos.
Are you a priest of Kronos? Is he really the god of time?
Kronos is the master of the world and of time. We exist by his will alone.
That's one way of looking at it. In any case, you played quite a trick on me. You don't seem to be frightened by what happened.
Why should I be? The Sand God's breath is the rhythm of our lives. It is part of the divine order of things. I have to distribute the water of Kronos. Go to the temple and speak to Kemesed. I have to distribute the water of Kronos. You are wearing a nautilus. Now I understand. Go and give it to Kemesed. You will find him in the temple of the sand god. You must give up this nautilus and return it to Kemesed.
This nautilus is mine. Why should I give it away?
You are in danger of being deharmonized by his power, little Ephahid.
Deharmonized? That sounds disagreeable.
Follow my advice. Kronos rewards those who obey his laws.
I think we should let him pray in peace.
Could you help me? I come from a faraway place and I'm lost in your city.
Ephahid, I feel you have an uncommon energy.
What energy? What are you talking about?
Kronos has asked me to watch over man, and his power permits me to see beyond appearances. I detect a spark in you that illuminates the chosen.
You seem to know a lot of things. Could you explain to me what that incredible force that submerged the city was?
That was the wave of time. It is the respiration, the breath of Kronos, and it allows him to take away man's memory. That is the only price man is obliged to pay for his protection. But we priests and the sacred gods keep our memories so that we can guide man more wisely. This might appear to be a privilege to those unfamiliar with our religion, but in fact, it is a great burden, for we are responsible for every one of the people of Kronos.
Don't you think it's a bit cruel for a god to take away a man's memory?
Not at all, Ephahid. In his infinite goodness, Kronos gave his priests the power to restore man's memory, to give it back to him.
You say that this god Kronos keeps people's memories. What does he do with them when they die?
Man doesn't die, Ephahid. Time, which passes slowly, has no hold on them. Only plants and animals die.
Oh, this world is very strange.
The Shekandar monks are exclusively devoted to exploring the mysteries of this world. Their name means they are the chosen of Kronos. In the middle of the desert, they live secluded lives in their monastery.
Perhaps these monks could help me. I'm stuck in your world. Do the Shekandar monks control the secrets of time?
You ask a lot of questions, Ephahid. Go into the copper sphere. You will surely find some answers there.
Tell me more about the Shekandars.
I already told you. They are monks, masters of magic.
Can we meet the Shekandar monks in the city?
The Shekindars rarely come to the city. They live isolated existences and have very little contact with the outside world. Go into the sphere. Learn how to use your gift.
To contain a cave like this. How strange.
Are you looking for something?
A talking phantom. I don't understand. I'm at sea about this.
The sea of eternity is far from us, Master. I am a Lemur, not a phantom. Don't be afraid. It has been so long since anyone visited me. Welcome to my chronomantic sphere. I see that you are a magician, Master. To learn new spells, simply touch the luminous prisms in the cavern.
Spells? A magician? I don't believe in those things. I am a scientist.
Please, Master. You're hardly a stupid sandbag. Your spirit can see beyond appearances. Magic is based on chronomantic rhythms. Each prism is a physical representation of a spell.
Rhythms? Chronomantics? A kind of magic that uses time?
Of course, Master. Everything is linked to time. The spells use this link to modify reality. Try, and you'll see.
Manipulate time. That's a tempting idea. And I know what I'm talking about.
As soon as you touch a prism, you learn a chronomantic spell. You can use it at any moment, providing you have a sufficient amount of Jadgarul.
Jadgarul? What is that?
In a way, Jadgarul represents the will of the chronomancers. It's a kind of third eye or a sixth sense, which permits one to perceive and alter the flow of time. When you cast a spell, your Jadgarul goes numb. The more you use chronomantics, the more your Jadgarul diminishes.
What if I run out of Jadgarul?
You won't be able to cast any more spells, Master. But there are several ways to obtain more Jadgarul. From black salt gems, shells of time. These things nourish chronomancers' willpower.
So, it is possible for one to manipulate time by using willpower alone. I'm not sure I could explain this to my colleagues at Oxford. Chronomantics makes it possible to travel through time?
Even magic has its limits, Master. Chronomancers aren't gods.
Well, I don't think I'm one myself.
Go on, Master. You should touch the prisms. Now you know the spell that corresponds to that prism, Master. If you wish, I can help like, you can practice casting them. Very well, Master. I will put you under a chronomantic attack.
You're going to attack me? But I've done nothing to you.
Don't take it personally, Master. The hourglass ointment will help you to strengthen the bonds that the chronomantic attack damages. It will reharmonize you. Don't be afraid. This spell has the same power as the sand herbs. Since they are quite rare, it helps to use them sparingly. You have chosen the warp spell. Excellent choice, Master.
Do you think so?
Yes. The warp spell puts time out of sync. You thus become invisible to those who are present at the same time as you.
Does that mean that I am in the same place, but at a different time? Solely on the strength of my will? I simply must take some notes.
Try the warp, Master. There's something you should know, Master. If you start an activity with a living person, you will no longer be out of sync. Do you wish to use the deharmonizer, Master? It's a spell that can destroy your adversaries. Under its power, the sand of their bodies is no longer attuned to the rhythm of time. If you destroy the bonds that attach a man to the earth, he disappears until the next wave.
To disappear when one is out of harmony with time. Yes, that seems logical.
I will create an illusion worthy of being a target for you, Master. You must concentrate on it. Well done, Master. You have succeeded. But I must warn you, illusions are more fragile than real beings. It takes more than one good blow to deharmonize your adversaries. There is nothing more I can teach you at present, but there are other chronomantic spheres which contain other forms of knowledge.
Where are the spheres?
Where the great Shekindars are. But I doubt that other lemurs are as attentive as I am. You mustn't trust them, Master.
Something intrigues me. How can a cavern exist in a metal sphere?
Reality can be twisted, Master. Lemurs like familiar surroundings. It makes our exile more comfortable.
Your exile? Aren't you here of your own free will?
Let's say that we were not consulted about certain decisions that were made. But who can say they are truly free in this world? A glorious destiny awaits you, Master. You will be a brilliant chronomancer. no secrets from you.
God hears you. If magic could only help get me home.
Master, you can leave the sphere now. Your future is yours.
Now that you have awakened your power, you must go to the monastery. You must become a Shekandar. Your future is assured, Ephaid.
How can I find the monastery?
The desert is vast, but with Kronos as your guide, you can't lose your way.
Kronos as my guide? But how?
Well, there is a relic, a very precious object, which contains the will of the Sand God. The Shekandars entrusted it to us, but unfortunately it has disappeared.
But how can I get to the monastery if I don't have the relic?
You have got to track it down. You won't be able to find your way without it.
People are calling me strange names. Do you know what Ephaid means?
What I find strange is your question. Ephaid means those who play, and for whom thoughts are futile. Ad-Hamid signifies someone who is a guardian, and the Visaids are the oldest and wisest.
Oh, I think I understand. The Epaids are the children, and the Adamids are the adults, and the Visaids are the old people. So this whole world is immortal, and transforms itself according to the rhythms of the wave. What a bizarre place. I wonder when the next wave will be.
Only Kronos knows that, Ephaid. Since you are not yet a Shekandar, his breath can transform you again. If you are faithful and worthy, you will become a Visaid, the state closest to the Shekandars, the one all men wish to attain. They possess wisdom.
What if I haven't been worthy?
If you have made an error or turned away from Kronos, you will remain an Ephaid.
I know a lot of people who would like that punishment. Becoming children again.
Be virtuous. Maintain your faith in Kronos, and you will not remain an Ephaid.
Looks like a weapon. It seems I've loaded it. I feel an energy vibrating inside of it. I want to meet the Shekandars. It seems as though I have the gift. I hope I can find my way through the desert.
There is a way to keep from getting lost. The Chosen are worthy of wearing the relic.
Chemist said the priest told me about it.
The Shekandars call this relic a chronomantic compass. It indicates the precise way to the monastery for those who possess Jadgarul. May the Sand God accompany you on your quest for enlightenment, Ephaid.
I'm not really looking for enlightenment. I'm looking for a way home.
The monastery will be your new home, if you're able to overcome all the trials that await you. Don't forget, Ephaid, you need the compass if you want to get to the monastery.
He looks like Sir Willoughby, but less stubborn.
I warned you, Efahid.
Is there a way to, rent those tripodons?
You must be crazy. Those tripodons belong to the guards over there.
Do you think I could strike a bargain with them?
No, I really don't think so. Don't stay there. The guards don't like me to be distracted from my work.
Hey, you! Get to work!
Are these animals yours?
Efahid, I have no time for you. My name is Farkazis, and Farkazis has no time to waste on you. Are you really going to show me all your trinkets?
Would you lend me one of your animals?
It's out of the question, Efahid. You can't borrow tripodons. Why do you want one?
I have to get to the Shekindar Monastery.
Well, that's insane. It'll be your demise. The desert is full of phantoms and spectres. You won't survive it for long.
Well, what if I go by night? It'll be cooler then.
Night? I don't know what night is. Besides, it's never cool in the desert.
Tell me, have people already tried to reach the monastery?
Oh, yes, many have tried. But without the gift, it's impossible to find it.
But I have the gift.
That's not always enough. Listen, I do recall one Efahid who tried to get to the monastery. He didn't succeed, but at least he made it back here. He has a stall in the city. Go and see him. Of course, he may not remember anything.
Don't go near that animal. It's mine.
I have to finish this decorative plaque for the temple of the Sand God.
Speaking of the temple, perhaps you've heard about the relic?
What? What relic?
The one that mysteriously disappeared.
I had nothing to do with that. I have to finish my work. Stop! I confess! It was me. I stole the relic, but I couldn't make it work. I traded it to a merchant who wanted to go to the monastery. Don't turn me in. I beg you.
I won't tell the priests about this incident as long as it doesn't happen again.
I swear it. Oh, Kronos, forgive me.
I was told that you were trying to reach the Shekindar Monastery.
It's possible, yes, I believe I did try to do that, but it was just an attempt.
Did you get lost in the great desert?
No, I had a relic, a chronomantic compass. Oh!
So, what happened?
My back hurts, Ephaid. I don't know what happened. I don't remember anymore.
Do you still have that compass? Will you trade it for something?
Yes. I have it here somewhere. Oh, my back is killing me. Listen, Ephaid, that compass is not just any old merchandise. It's a very precious relic. On the other hand, oh, my back is so bad that if you have something to relieve the pain, I'll give it to you.
I'm looking for the Shekindars.
I don't know where they are. As a matter of fact, I don't even know who they are. But I've heard that in order to find their monastery, you have to cross the great desert.
I intend to go to the monastery. What do you think?
You are brave, Ephaid. Everyone knows that it's a long and dangerous journey.
I'm not afraid.
Take these anyway. They are sand herbs.
I'm looking for help.
Look somewhere else.
Halt! No one enters here.
I'm simply looking for information.
Look elsewhere.
Is there no way to get through?
If the hierarch Harmikyle wanted you to get through, I would know about it. I am his right-hand man.
The hierarch Harmikyle?
Yes, the master of the city, the king, and high priest of Kronos. You don't have the right to enter. Only the hierarch decides who has the right to enter the red door. Don't bother, you can't come in.
Don't touch anything, Ephaid.
Oh, I was just looking. I'm trying to find a way to get to the Shekindar monastery.
I can't help you. I'm a merchant. All I do is trade. But what are you doing? Get out of there!
anything for my backache?
I have this ointment. They say it's very effective.
By Kronos! Oh, that's exactly what I need. Thank you, Ephaid. I will give you this relic in exchange. It will be useful to you.
Do you know how this works?
Oh, I have no idea. I'll trade you this hourglass of ashes for those herbs. It brings good luck. Well, shall we trade?
You found it! Praise be to Kronos! Where was it?
It's a long story. I'll tell you when I get back.
Leave my tripodon alone, Ephaid. That's my tripodon!
I don't think you'll be bothered by that guard again.
Thank you, Ephaid. Now I can work without being afraid.
Oh.